and force a 3 and field goal. 27-21 as the Dogs make it 20 unanswered inside of 2 minutes in the third quarter. All-State bus motoring down here to Rocky Top. Kirk, what's your All-State good hands play from today?
What a game. Went back and forth. Clemson didn't play their best, but had a chance late. Instead, it's Georgia Tech and Brent Key, 55-yarder, a walk-off with the clock running down. Aiden Burr makes it, and look at the reaction in Atlanta. Georgia Tech, you knew coming in that they could be a surprise team in the ACC. They live up to that with a big upset of the Clemson Tigers. Clemson loses to LSU at home, now on the road to Georgia Tech in conference play.
1-2 for the first time in 11 years. Just the one conference loss, though, so certainly not out of it. ACC, a long way to go there, but alarm bells ringing down there at the end of that one.
Offense just not able to play consistently. And that's cost him a couple times now.
All right, take me inside ahead of Joey Aguilar. And Josh Heupel, believes in this guy, trusts in his accuracy, but it's kind of come unraveled in the first quarter.
Yeah, and look at the history. We've been talking about this really all day. All 4 matchups for Heupel as a coach against Kirby Smart. Get off to a good start. First 4 years, even today, 21-7, and we see what the end result has been. They're turning to Aguilar, hoping that this can be different, but it's been trending and sliding in this direction since the middle of the second quarter. Can they make a play to flip the script?
First down run off the left side. Lewis picks up. It's a good chunk. It's enough of a game they can play with some tempo here. Got it again. Nowhere to run. That time he just got swallowed up by big Christian Miller, the nose tackle.
Yeah, he's one of the top interior defensive linemen in college football. Does such a good job, 6'4", 310.
Loves the dirty work, too.
Yeah.
He can play other positions, athletic enough not to play nose tackle, but he doesn't mind playing it, and he plays it well.
He does. That time he split a double team, so he's got power, but also quickness in there to make plays like he just did there on second down.
Need 4. From the pocket. Sideline pitch. Catch made by Staley. Found some space in the zone there. First down across the 40.
Now they'll go fast. Georgia not reacting to that motion. Staley coming from the right all the way over to the left. Easy throw that time for the first down.
Lewis again. Decent first down chunk, about 4.
Getting back to the running game. That's 53 yards now on the ground. This is an offense last year with Dylan Sampson. An average 232 on the ground. Today only 52 against Georgia.
Play action. Downfield launch. Jump ball. Caught! Touchdown, Brazel! Wow! An offense that had been smothered. Starving for a big play. Gets one as Aguilar throws a beautiful ball, and Brazel wins the one-on-one battle there against Daniel Harris.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times. He beat Ellis Robinson earlier. This time it's Harris, who to me looked like he was in position. He just mistimes his jump.
Final seconds of the third quarter, Tennessee suddenly reclaims the lead.
And Chris, anytime you see a center field safety, you know you have one-on-one opportunity to the outside. You put it up in the air, you trust your 6'5" receiver, but right there, Harris is in position. He just didn't go up and time that well. Good job of really being in phase. He goes up with the right hand, but remember, Brazel's one of the best in the SEC at these one-on-one jump balls. What a great job of showing the ball skills there, and the balls needed a play, and they did it.
You're a hockey guy. That's a natural hat trick. The last 3 receptions have all been for touchdowns. 2 of them from long distance. Wow. He does throw the deep ball well, and they just to get the drive going, and a couple of runs just to get the tempo cranked up, and once they did, they got the matchup they exploited.
It's the first time we've heard the crowd get back into the game since going way back to probably early part of the second quarter. And just in time as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter.
We've been talking about flipping the script. Who's going to do it? Can Tennessee finally change the narrative? Well, a long way to go. And the fourth quarter, again, is going to decide this game. But the Volunteers have some momentum back.
How about the big plays that you talked about? You know, that's something we didn't see much of last year. Aguilar in passes over 20 yards. He's 3 of 4 for 149 yards with 2 touchdowns. So they've been able to have just enough for that running game, but really when they've needed to play, it's been Aguilar downfield to these receivers, especially Browns at 17.
They were beginning to pressure him. You weren't seeing it clearly through the interception. Things just not clicking at all. When in doubt, get a little protection and chuck it downfield and win a one-on-one. And all of a sudden, crowd making it a little tougher on this Georgia offense. Likely to be the final play of the third quarter. Stockton fires, catch made by Lawson Lucky, and the tight end out across the 40 for a first down. Picked up 16. On a hot day in Knoxville, it's going to be decided with stamina, guts in the fourth quarter. Back after this message and a word from your local ABC stations for the final quarter here on Rocky Top.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I was getting the cake.
This Adam is on WhatsApp.
Everyone here?
Yep, everyone on the WhatsApp group got the event invite and the location change.
Great.
This Adam is not.
Is everybody here? No one showed up. Well, I texted the group. We moved it to your place.
But with all the RSVP texts, no one noticed the location change. This party was a huge. While this one was just a tiny.
Surprise!
Sorry, Larry.
There's no one hiding. Oh.
People with blood cancer want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be movie buffs and jazz collectors. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer so they can do more of whatever they want. Join us and learn more today.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield.
What was that?
No. But you can go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later. Awesome. SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
You could buy on your own. You could get a lender, get showings, get through all the paperwork, get an inspector, get into negotiations, get a stress rash, and finally get ready to close. Or you could get an agent who's a realtor with the expertise and ethical training to make home happen.
The Loaded Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Iams Healthy Weight.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160.
Is this what the inside of your head looks like?
Oh, buddy, not even close. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks. We solve crimes together. This is where he attacked her. They trust me.
Continue to do me proud, just like you always do.
And I trust me.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Space that adapts. Clarity that keeps you focused. And style that grabs hold. Welcome to the Genesis GV80. Select owners can lease the GV80 for $459 per month.
exclusively at your Central Florida Genesis retailers.
For the latest breaking news, download the free Channel 9 News app.
Well, Kevin here with you. Emotions running high before Florida LSU tonight.
Yeah, just kind of exchanging pleasantries, just kind of seeing how the summer's been and making sure everybody's okay.
Florida upset number 22 LSU last year. And right now, the Tigers, number 3 in Atlanta, hosting the Gators. That is prime time on ABC, Chris.
It's salty in the Bayou, nothing unusual. Fourth quarter. Dogs with a first down. Total yards are dead even right now, 356 apiece with a quarter to go. Off the left side, Phillips breaks free and spins for a first down inside the Tennessee 45.
Great way to start here. Let's go back to that touchdown. There's some people that are curious. I think, was that a push up, Bill? What did you see here?
No question, he's got hand contact. But for that hand contact, he's not causing a separation. He's not pushing off. I just have it touching, no foul.
So you could put your hand on him. Anytime I think fans see a hand on a shoulder, they assume that that's potentially offensive PI, but he didn't separate and push.
That's correct.
Okay. And an injury here.
White Phillips, who carried the ball, looks like he's finally going to trot off. Good to have depth at the running back position. Of course, just beginning the SEC grind, and Georgia's got a stable of them. See Tennessee rotate guys in too.
So throw to Dylan Bell to get the drive started at the end of the third quarter. Then a big run there by Phillips.
And now Frazier steps out of a tackle. Farouk couldn't get him down. Picked up about 5.
Good effort to hold on to that football. Joshua Josephs from behind ripped at the football, but Frazier with the strength held on to it.
With tempo, Stockton from the pocket. Launches downfield. The catch is made. London Humphreys. First and goal. As Stockton dropped a dime.
Well, London Humphreys does a good job of selling this like he's just in a stalk block. Like they're going to throw another quick screen. And instead he sells it and it goes down that right sideline on a rail route. Nice job of finding it. Good timing and a good throw out in front of the receiver.
Been looking for downfield shots. Got the touchdown early. 31-yard gain as Josephs is being looked at by the athletic training staff. Georgia's going to be set up first and goal, trying to quickly reclaim momentum and the lead here.
What a good job for Mike Bobo, the play caller, to wait to the fourth quarter to use that play. They threw so many of those quick throws to their receivers out on the perimeter, especially to Branch. And this time they show that and then slip Humphreys down that right sideline.
His first catch today. We'll take a break.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
This week, an AFC East rivalry ignites as the Miami Dolphins battle the Buffalo Bills in a heated division showdown.
There he goes again. Can you believe this? Breaking tackles through the middle.
Stream Thursday Night Football. Dolphins, Bills at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Come on, guys. Eat your food. Let's go. I want to take your banana pudding. You take my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry?
Georgia set up first and goal. Bowens is the back. Branch comes in motion, now reverses. Run all the way. Stockton flipped down at the 3 by Farouk.
One thing about Gunnar Stockton, he is not shy when it comes to running the football. You almost anticipate there's a good chance there's going to be some movement. That time they move Branch, who's so lethal out in the backfield or moving from right to left, and that jet motion. Just affect the eyes and then get downhill with the quarterback running the football.
Already one touchdown running in the red zone. Second and goal. Ball is wrapped up behind the line by Caleb Herring, who's been a problem today.
Yeah, I think some of it is miscommunication at times by the right tackle because they've been making it pretty easy for Herring. I mean, he's a great player. He's got great length, 6'5", 245, but a lot of his plays, it's been that right tackle getting down. He's coming down, and 31 says, no problem. I'll give him that backfield.
3rd and goal. Jones the back now. Play clock at 5. Stockton straight back, scans the end zone, makes the throw, no chance. Pressure came from Herring that time. Young was the closest receiver, but here comes the field goal team.
Yeah, Michael Weenie, who's playing in this game out there at right tackle, he really has his hands full trying to deal with the length and the speed of what Herring can do. That time, Stockton just not quite enough time to be able to put that football where his receiver makes a play and scores a touchdown because of that pressure.
So Woodring tries to go 3 for 3. And Georgia does reclaim the lead. 8-play drive and 69 yards. Back and forth we go on Rocky Top. Tennessee's turn next.
Come on, guys, eat your food. Let's go. I want to take your banana pudding. You take my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank, that's your ally.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Touchdown! They settle for overtime or try to beat their rival now with a 2-point attempt.
Go for it.
They gotta go for those. Go for those. Go for those. Go for those.
Last season, he was questioned for settling.
Coach, why didn't you go for 2?
We're going for 2.
Grab the Dos Equis. They're going for Dos.
They got it. The risk pays off. Dos Equis. Always go for Dos.
All the fluffy, flavorful goodness. All the best value. For all your folks, every day, all starting at $7.99. Only at Cracker Barrel.
T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro. Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I mean, you gotta feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. I should dance.
Get fired up. At T-Mobile, get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Pre-order now on the best network.
I got rhythm.
No more coffee for Zoe.
We form a bond stronger than blood. Because ours is a family that is forged in fire.
I wouldn't say it, kid.
The ring of fire.
Arthur Walker, he's running over people. Tennessee wins! We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose. We don't get fooled again.
The legacy of legendary heroes on both sides. Incredible, frantic finishes. Maybe building toward another one here. 3 lead changes now since halftime. Georgia back on top by 2. You're watching the SEC on ABC. SEC all day, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. 4th quarter toughness and conditioning, mental and physical toughness. That's what Smart believes these games are about. Heupel knows that his team must try to match those qualities. Great response for that big play to take the lead, but it didn't last long. Georgia, in less than 3 minutes, went down. They kicked the field goal. And we'll see if Aguilar's confidence and performance level has a big boost off of Brazel's touchdown. It's a fair catch. Holly?
Well, he's had quite a remarkable journey. Joey Aguilar, 0 offers out of college, out of high school to get a Division I scholarship. So he ended up going to San Francisco Community College, but it was a 90-minute train ride from his home in Antioch. It would take him through a lot of different places, ending in San Francisco. I feel like my career has been a little bit like those 90-minute train rides. I saw a lot along the way. I learned a lot. And look at this map. This was a commitment this young man had to make. One way, 90 minutes every day. And he said it has all been worth it to be able to play in this moment and lead this team on this drive right now.
Great perspective. Confusion on the first play. Turned a different way than the running back did and picks up about half a yard.
At least he was able to come off of that and not lose yardage. But yeah, he turned the wrong way, away from the back.
Aguilar slings it, and the catch is made. Reaching out, those good hands as Brazel is having one of the better days that Tennessee's receiver had in recent years.
And Chris, he's gone downfield a lot. This time excels downfield and works his way back to separate from Dylan Everett. Great route, good timing that time by Aguilar.
Sixth catch, 177 total yards. Off the left side. Off and running. Star Thomas. That's the first really explosive running play they've had. Good block out on the right side, 27 yards.
Yeah, the right side pulling around, right guard, right tackle on a counter play. Got up to the second level, opened that up. How about the acceleration there by Thomas?
Aguilar looking to throw downfield, man, wide open. Caught for a touchdown by Staley. Full-blown shootout now, Kurt. Ball's back on top.
And the first quarter and the fourth quarter feel very similar as far as the big playability from both these offenses, especially the balls here. They've come alive. What a route. Well-designed. Staley showing patience. Kind of a shallow crosser, and then goes upfield. Completely fools Georgia.
He's thrown it deep 4 times today. 5 times, 4 completions.
Yeah, anytime a receiver runs this route underneath, you just think it's a shallow cross. Working away underneath, he's just going to stop. Nope, he goes upfield. Heck of a job by Aguilar, giving him the time to be able to sell it and then get upfield, put it up in the air. No Georgia defender anywhere around, and the balls go back up by 5.
At Burger King, we don't listen to celebrities. We listen to you. Your next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp, the crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover.
You're stuck in the past.
Unlike me.
You look right. Discover's accepted places nationwide.
Totally.
Reminder,
I don't want to wait or have surgery for my Dupuytren's contraction. I want a non-surgical treatment.
If non-surgical treatment isn't offered,
I'll get a second opinion.
Take charge of your treatment. If you can't lay your hand flat, visit findahandspecialist.com to get started.
All right, team. USAA is open to
spouses and kids of military who joined, like me. And grandchildren if their parents join. Are you eligible, Coach Gronk?
It's complicated.
USAA. Become a member today.
Influencers aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends. We create our own trail. Some send a smiling emoji. We smile for real.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jeep, there's only one.
During the Jeep Drive into Fall event, purchase and get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance on select 2025 Jeep Wrangler gas models and dealer stock. Hurry, this great offer ends September 30th.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long off season.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa!
Oh, he's going.
To where? Not where he expected. Everything will be questioned. What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football's changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors too.
It's all connected. Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football. It's a Pepper thing.
So, to recap all the AI we're adding, it's supposed to streamline our workflows.
That's the idea.
But adding the AI that makes everyone else's job easier to manage gives us more to manage.
That's the reality.
Well, that's not very streamlined.
That's the irony.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create small to business. IBM.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
Back to the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Candace Parker, great job in game day as guest picker. Great job hyping the crowd throughout the afternoon here.
She's had a lot of fun. She is all about, not just the ball, she's all about college football. She's a big fan.
Especially Vols college football. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Rocky Top is rocking again. After another touchdown pass from Aguilar, his fourth, along with the 2 interceptions.
If you're just tuning in, this has been a game of answers by Georgia. They've had to work themselves back early in this game, down 7-0 after about 6 plays. They went right back down in 5 plays and tied it up. They're down 21-7. They had to fight back. This gave them a 24-21 lead. Just took the lead 30-28. Now they're down 35-30. So every single time they've been challenged, they've come up with answers, being asked to do it again here in the fourth quarter.
That's true, but what's been decisive so far is some red zone trips ending with field goals. Tennessee able to get the stop and force the 3.
Yeah, that's probably obviously the difference in the game at this point.
3 field goals kicked by the Dogs. Back to Baldwin to the first down run, and Tennessee now with a burst of energy on defense. Boone Carter came up to make the stop. It's a loss.
The right side of this offensive line is having a tough time. This time it's the tight end, Delp. There's Boone Carter, 23, coming in as well. So good job of setting the edge. Good job, Boone Carter, keeping his eyes in that backfield, helping out run support.
He's a returner, electric one, good in coverage, tough enough in run support. 2nd and 12, Stockton runs out of the pocket, and he's going to be knocked down after a short gain by Carter again. It's going to be 3rd down. That's the boo for the player.
He is active here these first couple plays. Stockton had to get out of there prematurely to put really again the pressure on that right side. He had to step up underneath it. Right now, the right side of this offensive line is the biggest concern in pass pro.
Again, pressure right in his face. You're right. The ball gets out. The catch made by Young for a first down. Stockton standing and delivering.
Yeah, Weenie on that right side, and true freshman Donnie Glover really getting tested. How about the job of Gunnar Stockton to sit in there? He knew that they're having a hard time, sat in there and made the throw.
Look at the throw again on first down. That time, pressure off the right's going to blow up the play. They grabbed him on the arm. Bailey, the flag is out. Jordan Ross with the pressure too. Let's see what the marker's about.
We've seen Herring on that up at the top. Now we're seeing Ross. Weenie, who's a guard, who's out there trying to play tackle for Ernest Green, is just having a tough time. I'm surprised Georgia's not chipping, sliding, doing something to be able to try to help the right side of this offensive line.
2nd down.
Decline the hold and take the sack.
With these injuries, you've got a true freshman in Glover at right guard, 63, and with Ernest Green, the veteran, 71 out. You got Weenie and 52, so trying to do it in this environment against this defense, pretty tough.
Definitely now on 2nd and 14. Again, no help on that right side, tight into the left. It's a run to the left by Frazier, and he's swarmed. This Tennessee defense is bringing the energy now.
They're doing a good job here, man. They're able to set the edge. I mean, you can set an edge to a defense when it comes to the run game. It gets those inside linebackers getting downhill. That was Edwin Spillman. This crowd's starting to believe this year could be different than the previous 4 against these Bulldogs. Big play here on 3rd and 14.
Stockton, hit, ball is loose, still rolling around. Tennessee's got it. Bryson Eason makes the recovery. Joshua Josephs knocked it loose.
But we've talked so much about the right side of the offensive line. This time, it's the blind side. It's the other side with Monroe Freeling out on an edge against the best pass rusher, 19 Josephs. Good job with the hands, and it closes with the speed and the presence of mind to knock that ball away right there with the right hand away from Gunnar Stockton. What a play by the Vols defense.
James Pierce, who made a lot of plays like that, got him top draft pick status. Had to enjoy watching that one. Yeah, that he mentored, makes an enormous play. And now Tennessee up 5 has the ball to Georgia 34.
That's 4 sacks now on the day, as you see, 7 tackles for a loss, getting some penetration.
Flag before the snap and a false start.
False start. Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the expression, this opportunity this offense has to add to this lead is so crucial, given what we've already seen and the history of the series and Georgia's ability to make big plays today. Can they make this a 2-score game? Can they convert again? Haven't kicked a field goal yet. Been efficient, scoring from distance and in close.
And on the other side, Georgia's defense got to get stopped here. Right? They do not want this to turn into a 2-possession game. It was a penalty on Sam Pendleton. Just barely moved the football, and the umpire caught it. Pushed him back 5.
Quick hitter inside. Bishop falls forward, gets a couple yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. Clock will move inside 8 minutes now.
We talked a lot about Georgia answering and Georgia responding. A lot of it's been about their offense. Well, now, with Tennessee up 5 and in plus territory at the 35-yard line, now it's the Georgia defense that must answer.
Bishop patiently picks his way for another short gain. Got to the 32. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll need 8 here.
Johnson was a great pass rusher, 6'4", about 250 pounds, but then here you want a big play. Huge play for both sides, a 3rd and 8.
Bishop hammered, short gain. They were in the field goal range. Heupel decides to run it.
Kyron Jones coming down to make that play, the safety, 31. So again, the Georgia defense doing their job.
Max Gilbert, I should say, very solid kicker, 2nd-year starter. Has the range for this from 48 to make it an 8-point game. Sophomore from Memphis. Line drive kick, hammered right through. Max Gilbert does his job, but Tennessee settles for 3 after the fumble recovery. And Stockton and the Dogs still within a score. 2-iron, hit clean and pure.
How's it going, Angela?
AT&T's internet works in minutes. It's so easy a baby could do it.
Creed?
Whose baby is that?
It's okay, I asked.
Who?
The baby. Why is there a baby in here? We're setting up the internet.
This is a liability.
It's just part of my job.
No, it's not part of
Yes, it is. Hi, Nora.
How did he do?
He was fantastic. He helped set up our internet.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum. I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again. With passion burning in my veins.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy. That's me. Could we get a selfie? Of course. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Ooh, that's a keeper.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean?
Like when you go home or...
Sleep tight. Don't let the overdraft fees bite. What's in your wallet?
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with that meal for $5.
Where's the beer guy? Bud Light here?
Bud Light here!
Bud Light here?
Bud Light where?
Bud Light here!
I missed that because of you.
Hey, that's your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
I promise to love you, to feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Tuesday.
The final 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Now an 8-point Tennessee lead in a game that's had everything. Lead changes, momentum shifts, huge explosive plays from both offenses.
And all you could hope for, first SEC game of the year.
Turbeville's boot will not be returned. Holly?
Well, guys, there's been times during this game where the Tennessee defense looks tired. Their defensive front is playing shorthanded. But I am telling you, number 90, Dominic Bailey, and number 20, Bryson Easton, they call him Unk. They are fired up right now. They were just yelling at each other. We're not tired. We're not tired. You got this. They're trying to hype each other up. This is a huge stand right now for this Tennessee defense. They're trying to make sure they've got energy to make it happen.
Attitude and mind goes a long way when you are fatigued. Oh, those are fifth-year seniors on that defensive front. There's work to be done, though, and Georgia will keep coming at them.
Keep this in mind, Gunnar Stockton, even though he got into that SEC championship game, he's making his first career start in an SEC game in this kind of atmosphere with this kind of finish.
On the move, and chucks it incomplete down the far sidelines. Came off the bench against Texas, showed toughness as a flag out. Obviously, the playoff game against Notre Dame was very, very tough situation against Al Golden's defense.
Yeah, very tough. Time's going to get a penalty here, too, in orange.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Really no need at all to push in the back. And Josh Heupel said that ball's not catchable. How's that a penalty? That's what I was saying. There's really no need for 2 to make this push. This ball's out of bounds. So what do you think about that ball not being catchable? That ball's pretty clearly out of bounds.
It might have been going out of bounds, but it took away true opportunity for.
That's enough contact for you?
Yes. The push in the
back.
back.
The push in the back was 2. I just didn't know if the ball was out of bounds far enough, but took away the opportunity.
Wasn't the most aggressive push I've seen. Ball at the 40 now. The play fake pressure, checks it down on screen, and Lawson Lucky, the tight end, kind of stumbles forward, but will lose a couple.
Yeah, the timing off there because of the pressure. This offensive line, again, they've got some new guys in. You're trying to set up the timing of a screen. You got to do a good job of holding that pass rush out before you release to get out there to get it in front of the back. That time they got out too quick. Made it easy for Tennessee's rush to affect Gunner Stockton and the timing of that pass.
Stockton has a clean pocket this time, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made by Jacoby White, healthy first time today. Redshirt freshman picks up 7 in Tennessee territory.
And that time he got back to the top of his route, showed good patience, pocket quarterback, let the route finish, put the ball right on the money. And with that accuracy, you saw the yards there after the catch. Good job, good effort there by each team involved in this game.
And time to throw, but Stockton's going to run out anyway. He's across the line, can't throw at this point, and is going to be tackled after a short gain by Colton Hood.
He's looking to his left. I thought he might throw that sail route, but he came off of it because he trusts his legs to make a play. Thought he might try to squeeze that one in. Had a chance for about a 20-yard gain.
They substituted, so Tennessee brings in fresh people in defensive front for this second down play. Bowen takes a turn to the backfield and goes up the left side for no gain. Eason and Bailey, those veterans Holly was talking about, combined there. 3rd down and 7.
Something to keep in mind, we talked a lot in the last series how Weenie, 52 at right tackle, was struggling. They made a move. Kubley, 55, now is in at right tackle. So he does a better job in pass pro, especially right here on this 3rd down, where they had a lot of pressure coming off the right. Joseph's lined up across from him to the outside.
They're showing pressure, but don't bring it. Ball is quickly to Bell on the perimeter, who cuts back inside, and Dylan Bell spun down, but it's a 1st down as he got away from Arion Carter.
Good block by Delp in front, but it's just good job of, it's been a great ball carrier after the catch by Dylan Bell. It's one of the best players on this field for Tennessee. Carter, he just misses an open field tackle.
Tempo for Georgia. Bowen's on the check down. Not down. Picking up about 4 inside the 30.
Tennessee barely even lined up that time. And Georgia going so fast.
You know, Tennessee defender Tyree West, the edge rusher, is being looked at by the LA training staff. So Georgia has moved it 47 yards in about 3 minutes. A 1-score game, but do you put everything into this possession? Do you play it methodically, knowing you need a touchdown and a 2-pointer just to force overtime?
Yeah, you have to. You know, 3:37, 3 timeouts, 2-minute timeout.
And you don't need to play it too quick. You're saying
I don't think so. I think it. Right now you're moving the ball pretty effectively. I think it depends here on these. You know, if you're able to pick up a 1st down, they're playing with a great deal of urgency, running this tempo.
I think ideally you do want to score quickly, not put everything on the 2-pointer.
No.
But if you're not successful, you would have a chance to get the football back one last time. We'll see how they play it. A lot of activity next to us. The Tennessee coaches are just off to our left. There's a lot of gesticulating and defensive guys up here.
Yeah.
Rankings brought to you by Allstate. Yeah, pretty soon they're going to begin the football seasons at Penn State. Villanova, the opponent again. There's going to be back-to-back shutouts for the Nittany Lions. Looking forward to the LSU and Florida game. Miami, there's a weather stoppage in Miami. They continue to lead USF.
Notre Dame, A&M, and South Bend, a big one later tonight.
Really good stuff in prime time. You have to shift back and forth as West makes his way to the sidelines now. Get some energy gel there. Garrett Nussmeier and the Tigers. You know they're going to get a desperate effort from Florida.
Florida's off to a slow start, fresh off of a loss to USF, and they have Miami next week down in Miami. And you got to make a pit stop in Baton Rouge. That's a tough 3 weeks.
2nd and 6. Clock moving. Stockton. Long throw downfield. Incomplete. Colby Young is being boxed out nicely by Colton Hood that time.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one matchup. Gave him a little stutter and go, but you got to give Colton Hood a lot of credit there. He starts to turn back away from the football, but at least he made an effort to find the ball, give him a chance to get hands out.
Young tried to sell the flag that time. Now it's Bell on the perimeter, and he's knocked down by Ty Redmond. Freshman corner. 3rd down again.
That's just, Chris, that's a quick reaction by the true freshman. That is a huge play. He's had some learning moments today, but that time, because he reacted so quickly, he went right by Delp to be able to make that play.
Correct, they just moved the marker to 4th down. So 4th down and 6 right here. No field goal attempts. Enormous moment in the recent history of this rivalry. They bring pressure. Stockton together. Long throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Humphreys! Are you kidding me? A 4th down touchdown. What a throw! A 2-pointer from tying it now. What a ball.
What a throw. What guts. And what a job here by London Humphreys to know exactly where he was, catches the ball, gets his feet down easily in for the touchdown. They used a switch release at the line of scrimmage to create the matchup that they wanted, and they got it against the freshman. That is a perfectly thrown football by Gunnar Stockton.
They will go for Dose, brought to you by Dos Equis. This to tie it with 2:32 remaining. Four receivers. Stockton as a runner, always a threat here. Drops back, delivers, wide open, and Zach Branch converts, and Georgia has drawn even. What a drive.
They've been answering all game long, and they do it with the game on the line, essentially. It's a great job by Gunnar Stockton. And what a catch coming through in the clutch by London Humphreys out here to your right. Able to create this matchup, try to get him against the true freshman. It's exactly what they got. Redmond, it's pretty good coverage, but that ball is perfectly placed to the outside shoulder. We can get away. That's not enough of a push-off for offensive PI. Just great execution by the Dogs. The two-pointer, they use their fleet-footed Branch, use him in motion against man coverage. And really, that's the thing that I think really sets this up is motion inside, put his foot down. Now he darts back to the outside. And that traffic, nobody's able to get back out there on Branch. So Gunnar Stockton, first true road game as a starter in the SEC, has come up big all game long and did it with everything on the line there.
This football's incredible. In offense against an FCS team, Austin Peay, a pretty good one, that was just grinding and methodical. 4 touchdown drives, 1 per quarter last week, but nothing like this. No explosive plays, no downfield shots. You go on the road against Rocky Top, 110,000, and all of a sudden the offense comes to life.
Yeah. Well, they've got a better group of receivers, top to bottom. It's not just 1 or 2 guys. But how about the journey that Aguilar's been on? You talked about the first quarter. You talked about this is a dream to be the quarterback at Tennessee. I figure this is part of his dream. 38-38 against the Georgia Bulldogs with 2:32 and 3 timeouts. Got to get at least a field goal here.
First play of this possession, so crucial. Can they make a positive play? Can they begin to get the Bulldogs on their heels with tempo? That's the only way they've effectively moved it today, really. Play fake to Thomas. Long throw to Staley on the edge. The Dogs close it down after a very short game. Dalen Everett made the play.
And a game of momentum, a game of answers. For this to be the first conference game where you really don't know what you have. You think you know, but until you get tested, you don't know. And both these teams have shown so much, regardless of this finish.
They're going to take this down to the 2-minute timeout. And 2nd and 8. Joey Aguilar, can he have a storybook finish to his first big game at Tennessee?
This is the farmer's dog turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey, since only one is gently cooked without the ultra processing. And only one is human grade, because good ingredients matter. But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com.
At Fairfield, every moment of a perfect game day shapes your fandom. Be ready. Wherever the season takes you, Marriott Bonvoy has a hotel brand for every kind of fan. Official hotel partner of the NCAA. We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With a Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with Tums Plus, upset stomach and nausea support, and love food back.
Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Too easy.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's Doug the Clown! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win every week. But so much winning energy can be a lot. Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey about NFL Sunday Ticket month to month, he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket month to month. Now join and cancel anytime.
Setbacks to follow, but DJ Lagway and the Gators try to do that in Baton Rouge. Quarterbacks in the SEC, we're seeing Stockton having to step up today in a wild environment. Lagway's job very much the same tonight on the Bayou. Here we go, 2nd and 8. Tennessee eager to get this drive started. Threaten Georgia. Across the middle, incomplete. They tried to get it to Kitzelman, the reliable tight end. Chris Cole was in coverage. And now 3rd and 8. They're in danger of punting it away and giving Georgia plenty of time.
You know, Cole is a long linebacker that can rush the quarterback. He can play in coverage. He does a good job defending the run. Really versatile. Now we just saw one quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, make a big play at a critical moment. See what Joey Aguilar does here on this 3rd and 8.
And he clear out the static in his head and execute in a play unlike he's ever faced in his career. Long throw on the money, caught by Staley. Well done by the quarterback. And it's a first down at the 40.
What a route there to be able to gain separation away from Everett. Heck of a route by Staley to get that first down.
So now the drive is going. Play with a little tempo here. Star Thomas makes a cut. Thomas gets the edge and dragged down just inside Georgia territory by Bolden. They'll spot him back on the Tennessee side of the 48.
Star Thomas, you look at his build, 215 pounds. He's more of a one-cut north and south guy, but we've seen him be able to separate in his own right with speed.
Lowers the head and falls forward for about 4. Kyron Jones made the stop. Inside of a minute 30 now.
And there's Gilbert, his career long at 53. That's the kind of run you expect from Thomas. But again, we've seen him show some nifty feet and some acceleration out there for this Vols offense.
Need about 15 yards to make it inside his field goal range. First down. Run it again to Thomas. Getting closer. Picks up 6.
You got 4 new offensive linemen from this team that last year led the SEC in rushing. And when you know they're going to run the football against this front, they're starting to get a push here, opening up some nice holes for Thomas to be able to get downhill.
Aguilar flushed and fires it into the bench. Closing in with C.J. Allen, so 3rd and 4. Not quite close enough, it figured, to give Gilbert a go from here.
I thought he might pull the trigger. He had Staley in between, kind of found the soft spot in the zone. If he let it go, he had a first down, but I think he wanted to be a little careful there because it would have been a tight squeeze.
Staley's been a huge part of the game, a reliable target, 9 catches. Has the touchdown. Brazel's been quiet lately. Kitzelman, the tight end, off to the left. They're going to try to run for it. And they've got their right edge. And they've got a first down at the 35 with Bishop. Right around field goal range where we sit here.
That's why they spread you out sideline to sideline with their formation. So when that ball bounces, you're so far out as a defensive back, it's hard to come up and help out and run support.
Bishop plows forward, getting a little bit closer for the field goal kicker. The whistle now. And a stoppage of play. Timeout taken by Georgia. Well, this 8-game losing streak against Georgia has been painful. The last win, it took an incredible finish. Georgia takes the lead with 10 seconds to go. For sure they've got
over, right?
So finished, but 2 penalties. Set up Joshua Dobbs for a Hail Mary shot. And Jawan Jennings for Butch Jones, a miracle. That's what it took to beat Georgia, and they haven't done it since.
That was 2016.
Wow. Since then, there have been some wild finishes. Georgia's found a way to come from behind. And Max Gilbert, never been in this position before. No game-tying or go-ahead field goal in the 4th quarter in his career.
That look right there sums it up. That sums up the Vol Nation right there.
If they don't get a yard closer, it's 49 from here. He wants to believe, but it's hard, given the history.
Well, now it just comes down to where does your kicker like the football? You got a couple timeouts. You want to put him where he loves it, whether it's the right hash, the middle, whatever it might be.
Wouldn't hurt to get a little closer, though.
Get a little closer. This offensive line has been doing a pretty good job on this drive, getting a push. You got Deshaun Bishop now in the game for Star Thomas, running the football, more of a power back.
Quick throw, caught, Kitzelman, tight end, knocked out of bounds, and now they're comfortably within field goal range.
Well, they called that from the sideline. You'd think they might run the football, but they sensed that they had a blitz. They could get the tight end outside. would take C.J. Allen, who was off in coverage, too much time to get out there. Quick throw, some positive yards.
Now it's third down and a long one. You can get the first down and basically run the clock down and set up for the field goal. Leaning across that marker is Bishop. Kirby Smart charging out to call the timeout. It's a first down. That's kind of a moot point, the timeout at this point.
At this point, yeah, that's what it. Now it definitely is about positioning the football.
Bishop picks his way, gets it closer to the center of the field, and he'll be shoved back with 12 seconds to go.
And Josh Heupel used one of his timeouts here.
Actually, Georgia took that one, Kurt.
Okay.
Heupel still got all three.
He ran out there to get hit.
You know, you talk about the fourth quarter conditioning, Will. All the coach speak, but it really is what this is about. This is a 12-play drive. After Georgia had come down, scored, and hit a two-pointer to tie it. And Tennessee has been the one so far able to respond.
Big time.
And it may prove decisive.
Yeah, it sure could. Both these teams have had a chance to respond. See if Gilbert ultimately at the end of the day is the guy that's got to respond. But these crowd shots that we're showing, I think it really just sum up the pain that Tennessee fans have felt since 2016 when Josh Dobbs did make that throw.
It's mid-September, by the way. SEC opener for both teams. You can see how much it matters. They don't want to hear about the standings. They don't want to hear about you can take a loss and still do this, that, the other thing. This is so personal, and there's so much history between these programs, and it's all been on Georgia's side for the last 8 seasons. Offense out there to snap it, you would think, one more time. Second down. From here, it will be about a 41, 42-yard attempt. Bishop barrels for a couple more to the 20. Just got to execute the snap and the handoff, and then get both hands on the football, and the clock ticks down to 7 seconds. It's third down, and one more timeout taken. You envision this moment as a kicker ever since you decide this is what I want to try to do with my athletic career is be a football kicker. You think about this situation, you work on the mechanics, you try to make the muscle memory kind of foolproof so you can get out there and figure your head and execute.
This muscle memory, right? Rep.
Holly, what does it look like with Gilbert on that sideline?
Well, I've been standing right beside him, and he's taken a few kicks. He just came back off the field. He's going to take another kick right now, but I see him taking big, deep breaths. One of his coaches has come over and had some conversations with him. He just keeps shaking his head, but I see him really just trying to lock in mentally and focus, but use his breathing techniques to stay calm in this big moment.
Don't jinx it. Don't say anything. So
Me?
No, she just said.
Okay.
Yeah, or you. Nobody. I just hope my man makes it through the end of this game. I feel like he's coaching.
He's going to save his excitement for if that ball sails through the uprights.
Yeah, ball's been on the right hash most of this drive. Bishop had a run that got it all the way back to the left. They had time to kind of get it off that hash, see if they still try to maybe sneak it and get it a little bit closer to the middle of the field with 7 seconds and still a couple of the timeouts left. Could easily get this position exactly where he wants it.
Well, now it's Heupel standing ready to call his timeout. And this has just complicated things. A false start before the snap.
Before the snap,
To back him up
false start,
5.
offense number 74. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still third down. Please just set the game clock to 7 seconds.
Sham and Morrow,
the left guard, 74. Yep, little slight movement there.
They had a cushion.
Every yard.
Makes it more interesting, though. And that's it. Heupel's seen enough. That false start backed him up. It will be about a 42-yard attempt as Max Gilbert lives every kicker's dream. Chance with a swing of his leg to deliver an enormous win for Tennessee and end this losing streak at 8. 1 for 1 today. Drives it. It's fading. And he missed it wide to the right. Did the 5-yard penalty make a difference? It backed him up. They couldn't get it to the center of the field. Had to try it from that left hash.
No matter how many times you practice in camp, no matter what you do to try to create that pressure, nothing you can do as a college coach matches what Gilbert just faced. A chance to win this game. In a rivalry game we haven't won since 2016. Game on the line. And a moment, maybe just too much. Misses to the right. Egler thought they had it won.
And we look headed for overtime. 3 seconds. Georgia spent all their timeouts on defense there, so this is going to be a kneel down. They're in position. And if Tennessee is going to break this streak today, it's going to take overtime to do it.
Not only do you miss the last second field goal, I think the fans, it's like the win is taken away from you, right? And now the air in the building is just taken out as you head into overtime.
Before we get to OT, check in with Kevin DeGatti.
Woo, Chris. Death Valley, Garrett Nussmeier, at least 200 passing yards in each of his 16 career starts at LSU. The number 3 Tigers getting ready for the Gators. That's our prime time game on ABC. We'll go back to Knoxville in overtime after this.
The adventure begins. Jungle Cruise on the wonderful world of Disney, ABC Sunday. From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
Look at this guy.
Yo.
Man.
For the Wi-Fi.
Oh, let's change the music.
Oh. I got something in my teeth. Oh.
Loaded with features for everyone.
Nice, man.
How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra. Lease a Hyundai Elantra for $179 a month, or get 2.99% APR or $750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
I do a lot of Zooms, and so I really have to have the internet working when I'm working from home. My husband works from home, so we needed something that was going to work consistently. First, we signed up for the internet, and then from there, we went to the mobile. So it's easy, it's all in one place. The bundle with Spectrum One saves us at least $100 a month. The plan was inexpensive, and it stayed inexpensive, so that's really what sold us.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
Every year, we hear from people who have had their claim denied after their homes damaged or destroyed by a storm. You paid your premiums, but when you actually need to use the insurance, they don't want to honor the contract that they wrote.
Promises made should be promises kept. If your claim has been denied, call us for a free consultation and policy review. Protecting you and your family is what we say, because it's what we do.
Central Florida's chief meteorologist, Tom Terry, on Channel 9.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Welcome to Overtime.
It's crunch time. In the first overtime, each team gets a possession starting at the opponent's 25-yard line. If it goes to a second overtime, teams again start at the 25-yard line, but must attempt a two-point conversion after a touchdown with no extra points allowed. From the third overtime on, teams alternate two-point conversion attempts from the 3-yard line until the game is decided.
Just in case you're new to this, these teams are not part of that streak. Georgia overtime win, actually before the streak, but in 2013, game-winning field goal. See Marlon running his mic on. Or...
What do you call it? And it is hands.
Tennessee will get the football first. Always win and choose defense. This is the fourth down touchdown throw to Humphries. Beautiful ball, great catch. The two-point conversion nicely executed to get this game even. Branch made the catch and then just could not complete that swing. Little breakdown in technique under pressure. Will he be called on again? He's been walking around by himself. Could have been carried out the field. It should be a field rush at this moment if he makes that kick. Instead, wondering if he'll have another opportunity.
Well, like we've talked throughout this game, we've seen so many moments in this game where we've seen a big play and we've seen one opponent tested to see if they could come back, and they more often than not answered the bell. There's some momentum, ability to fight back. It's no wonder we're at 38-38 and headed to overtime. And now it's not just about the offenses executing in a tight area, of course, in the red zone. It's about the defenses, fatigue. They try to rotate bodies, try to stay fresh. When this game started, it was 90 degrees throughout most of this game. So stamina and staying mentally sharp, a big part of this overtime period for these defenses.
And for Tennessee, the focus shifts back to Aguilar, trying to create some magic here in his SEC debut. From the 25, Bishop is the back. Play fake. Deflected, fell dangerously incomplete there. Tried to find Matthews, who couldn't collect that.
He put a lot on this ball. Matthews right there to the inside on the slot. Has an opening there. He just puts it a little bit too far out in front, puts a lot on it. And Matthews, who's been pretty short-handed this game, unable to bring that one down.
There's a second down run off the left side by Bishop. It'll set up third and long. Kristen Miller on the stop.
When your game's on the line, you turn to your best players to make a play. Miller that time fighting off a double team, just holding his point. Got that entire defensive front, the linebackers able to build a wall there. Nowhere to run for Bishop. Big third down.
You don't get it, Kurt. Trot Gilbert back out there. It'll be a very similar field goal attempt to the one he just missed if they don't get closer. Pressure comes late. Aguilar flips it incomplete. There was no one there. Someone had lined up on that side, but he didn't go out.
Well, he came down to be able to help out because he saw the blitz coming, and when the blitz came, he was occupied. He had to pick up that blitz with Aguero, so he did not have a chance to release. There was nobody out in that right flat where he threw the football. So like you said, it's almost the exact same spot on the field, near that left hash.
Exactly.
Take two. Pushed it right.
Can he find his technique this time to give Tennessee the lead? This one is driven straight through. Wishing he could have done that a few minutes ago, but puts the onus back on Georgia. The lead is 3.
But you got to say this. Hell of a job of stepping up after feeling like you let the entire ball nation down. He comes right back, same spot on the field. and shows some fortitude in his own right to be able to make that kick.
No doubt. That was just not a good sequence for Aguilar and this offense.
Now, they've been really hot or really cold. There hasn't been a whole lot in the middle. It's either scoring in a blink of an eye or just kind of out of sync, stuck in second gear.
You face George in this situation. Put your big boy britches on. The Dogs typically will try to run it right through you in this situation.
And keep in mind down here, we've talked a lot tonight. Gunnar Stockton, very, very mobile. He's run it 13 times tonight. And when in doubt, he will he'll rely on his legs as much as anything when he drops back to throw.
Frazier's the back. He's got it. Can he get the edge? Cuts inside. Nice Frazier down the sideline. Grabbed out of bounds inside the 5. Turrentine saved the touchdown, but he rips off 21.
They go heavy with a heavy look. 3 tight ends. How about 56 out in front? Micah Morris, great job of pulling around. I thought with that acceleration, he might be able to get all the way to the end zone, but good job of hustling here by Turrentine to be able to keep him short. But what a first play by the Georgia Bulldog offense in this overtime period.
Farouk, the safety, is the Tennessee player down at the 5-yard line. They come right out swinging. Now a 1st and goal to end it right here with a touchdown.
And they go with their 13 personnel, 1 back, 3 tight ends. Chris, you warned them. This is usually where you see.
I think they knew.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Georgia does. That's their identity. That's who they are. That's what they believe in, and that's where they like to test you, challenge you. Especially when we talk about the fatigue, the mental and physical fatigue of these defenses.
There was no way Kirby Smart and Mike Bobo were going to get cute at the beginning of that drive, and I don't think they will down here either. What a start to this SEC season for both these schools. Georgia's got Bama coming in a couple of weeks. The test will continue.
The greatest thing Kirby Smart has seen from his team is on the road with a new starting quarterback, some new pieces, like that next wave of 5 stars. They have been tested. They've answered already 4 times when they've been trailing and had to come back. If they're able to put the game-winning touchdown, it'll be the 5th time they'll have had to answer while trailing.
3 tight ends in the game. 1st and goal. Big Josh McCray is the back. McCray hammers, falls forward to about the 1.
Well, he is a handful at 240 pounds. They don't even care, he's getting the ball. Can you stop him? Not to mention with those big offensive linemen leaning on you.
And 3 tight ends.
Dogs at 197 on the ground, 304 through the air, over 500 yards of offense.
It's got to be McCray again, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, he's 240 pounds, or you put it into his belly and you pull it, the quarterback goes around the edge, the other option.
McCray driving, reaching for the end zone. Spotted short, 3rd down coming up.
If he's short, he's about on the 6-inch line. I don't know if they'll review this or not. I don't know if he was able to lean and push the ball across. Watch right there. That's a touchdown. That's a win. That's
the play.
Ball game. That's a Georgia win. He got across.
Reviewing the play right now. Short of the goal line. Previous plays under further review.
It was hard to see live, but he did take a risk, by the way.
And the left,
seeing that ball in traffic.
Left knee stayed up. It looked close, like the left knee might have touched, but the left knee never touched.
Well, this is going to be some delayed pain for 109,000.
Yeah, but everybody at home sees what we see. That left knee never touched. Came close.
Oh.
And then the ball breaks the plane.
Right there.
Right there.
Yep. The guy who scored 10 rushing touchdowns for Illinois a year ago transferred up here. 240 pounds joining this rotation, and a key part pounding away inside in the second half.
McCray's like, that's a touchdown. I got it.
I got in.
Yeah, I got it. That's a touchdown. Both these
Man
teams
said still reviewing it as you would methodically in this situation. One more look.
Yeah, the
After
knee.
further review, it is a touchdown.
Yeah.
Game is over.
And the Dogs do it again. Prolonging Volunteer misery in this head-to-head. What a battle. 41-38 in overtime. Now the streak will end at some point. Heupel inherited it. Hasn't been able to stop it, but not today. The resilient, always tough Georgia Bulldogs find a way again. Hollies with Kirby Smart.
Well, Coach, you warned us before this game that you were going to be stubborn about running the football. How stubborn was that running it in overtime to win this game?
Yeah, I'm really proud of this team. Tennessee deserved to win this game. We didn't play our best game. I got a lot of respect for the way they played. But these kids I got, man, they never quit. They never quit. A lot of naysayers out there about Gunner. I thought he played his tail off today. Didn't play real well defensively. Give Tennessee a lot of credit.
Your offensive line, though, made a statement. You had to play tough, physical offense and really push the ball downfield. How did you do that?
Well, we believed in running the ball. We thought we could run the ball in the second half. We wanted to come out and run the ball. We had 2 drives in there that I wish we had back. We kind of didn't do anything with them. But we never quit. And defensively, we didn't play very good, but we never quit. And this guy right here never quit. I'm proud of this team.
Thank you, Coach. Gunner, first SEC road game, and it's a win. How satisfying is this?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's a great atmosphere here. It was loud. We came in, overcame with some stuff. Didn't play the best we wanted, but in the day we won. So.
How do you describe your running backs and the physicality of your line today? They win this game in overtime.
Yeah, they're physical. There's multiple drives where we're running, they're imposing their will on them and just giving all they had, But these are moments we practiced for and dream of, so it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
4th and 6 touchdown pass. Probably didn't happen without that play. 5 leading changes in the second half. Dogs prevail on Rocky Top. They got Bama after a bye. We send it to the studio. Then Kevin Nagandi.
Chris, an instant classic, and now we are moments away. Death Valley under the lights, Florida at number 3 LSU ABC primetime coming up after this.
(911) What is your emergency?
Hey, we're in downtown LA, and it looks like something's falling out of the sky, like right on the city.
Help is on the way.
Scammers now targeting you at the airport for doing something you probably don't even think twice about.
Have you heard of that?
No.
I can tell by your expression. It's new to you.
That's new.
Action 9 reveals how scammers are stealing your critical information off of your luggage.
I'm glad to know that. I ain't never heard that one.
The havoc they're causing and how not to fall into their trap.
Why make it easy? Why make yourself the low-hanging fruit?
Live Monday at 5 on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Name Ray Lewis, 2-time world champion. Go ahead, sir. Ed Reed, Hall of Famer. You're good, my man. You? Kevin. I don't see you, Kevin. Kevin who?
Yo, what's the hold up?
Kevin just turned $5 into $150 in bonus bets. You're good, Kevin.
Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
$150 in bonus bets? I was involved in a really bad wreck. Called attorney Dan Newland, and it was like 1, 2, 3. Dan really got it done for me. At the end of my case, Dan got me $700,000.
And after my wreck, attorney Dan Newland got me $500,000.
Insurance companies don't just hand that money over. If you've been involved in a car accident, I'll fight hard to win big for you too. Call me Saturday or Sunday at 407-888-8000.
For severe weather alerts, download the free Channel 9 weather app.
You're watching the SEC on ABC, and welcome everybody to ABC Saturday Night Football presented by Capital One.
There's nothing like a night game at Tiger Stadium, Death Valley, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The conference opener for the Florida Gators and the LSU Tigers in front of more than 102,000 Rabbit fans on a hot and sticky night in the Bayou. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU are 2-0 and ranked number 3 in the country, but they haven't been at their best on offense. The same has been true for DJ Lagway and the Florida Gators, a disappointing 1-1 after a surprising home loss last week to USF. But they believe they have a chance to turn the narrative around very quickly against this LSU team tonight. And Greg McElroy, along with Sean McDonough, they know it's a hostile environment. They know what they're getting into tonight.
And they are going to throw some haymakers tonight. Very physical teams on both sides, 2 tremendous defenses, and 2 quarterbacks hoping to bounce back in the big way on the big stage.
Florida won the toss and deferred, so LSU elected to receive the opening kickoff of the very dangerous Barryon Brown, the transfer from Kentucky, back for the kickoff from Trey Smack. 5 career kickoff returns for touchdowns for Brown, while a member of the Kentucky Wildcats. That is the SEC all-time record. They hope for a touchback from Smack. And Brown's going to run it out from about 4 yards deep. And good coverage by the Gators. Barryon taken down by Aaron Gates at the 21-yard line. So here comes Garrett Nussmeier, second-year starter, 5th year in the program, 12-4 in his previous 16 career starts, and his coach Brian Kelly told us yesterday, Greg, he's been just okay so far this year.
And he's been dealing with some nagging injuries. They feel like this has been his best week of practice. No limitations on Wednesday and Thursday. They expect him to be very good tonight and decisive throughout this game.
They open in the pistol. Caden Durham moves up to the left hip of Nussmeier and takes the handoff. Running behind a remade offensive line. They have 4 offensive linemen drafted in the most recent NFL draft, and that's still a work in progress up front. 5-yard gain.
And you can expect LSU to utilize just a little bit of tempo tonight. Florida struggled with that last week against USF. They won't go hyper speed, but expect a no-huddle operation throughout most of the afternoon, evening.
3 receivers to the boundary, including Caden Durham, the running back. Nussmeier flush from the pocket. His pass batted down. Broken up by Miles Graham, one of their linebackers and their leading tackler through the first 2 games of this season.
Throughout the course of this game tonight, Nussmeier, when moving off his spot, is going to have to be willing to run the football. He's not a guy that makes a lot of yardage with his legs, just over 100 career rushing yards. If you account for the sack yardage lost, he's got to be willing to take off.
And the Florida coaches think they can get after him. They like their matchups up front. That pass goes through the hands of Caden Durham. Devin Moore in coverage, an excellent corner. And it'll be a quick 3 and out, forced by Billy Napier's defense. That loss last week at home has him back on the hot seat.
Is now number 47.
Brian Kelly, like Napier in his 4th year here, he knows the expectations are growing here at LSU as well. They brought him here to win championships. He thinks he has the team capable of doing that. They've played championship-level defense so far this year, in his words. Nice punt by Grant Chadwick, a boomer. Bernell Brown, the 3rd, electrifying freshman. Brought it back near the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it just shy of the 40 at the 39, a 54-yard punt, a 20-yard return. Jack Pyburn, a former Florida Gator, made the tackle for LSU. So here's Lagway, the sophomore, 7-2 in his career as a starter. That second loss last week to USF. Like Nussmeier, he's battled injuries. He's had more of them than Garrett to deal with throughout the offseason. Working with a lot of new receivers, still trying to find a rhythm. His first SEC road start. He's on target. And a nice catch by Vernell Brown III for an 8-yard gain. Tamarcus Cooley knocked him down.
And talking to DJ Lagway, he felt like he was very jittery in the pocket last week against USF. Wasn't decisive, didn't get the ball out quickly enough. Right there, first play of the game, quick game, accurate pass to get him started.
He's completed more than 74% of his passes through the 2 games, but almost all of it's been short. Jaden Baugh, their excellent running back, has the first down by about a half yard. Bernard Gooden, the stop for the Tigers, who played excellent defense in their wins at Clemson and home here last week against Louisiana Tech. Giving up just 8.5 points per game. They're showing blitz. They bring pressure. Out wide it goes. VB3, as they call him, wrestled down inside the 45 by Whit Weeks, their outstanding linebacker, the leader of the defense, a preseason All-American.
And this defense really runs through their linebacker core. Whit Weeks, Harold Perkins, who's now moved out to the star position, play a little bit more outside. His versatility on display throughout this game.
Trey Wilson goes in motion, and the officials stop the action.
Previous play is under further review for potential targeting.
Jeff Heiser is the referee leading the Southeastern Conference officiating crew. And Mitch Wilkins is the replay official here in Baton Rouge tonight. And they're looking at a potential targeting, it seems, against Whit Weeks, their best defensive player.
So when I run the AI query, I just get this generic answer. It's like the AI is not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
That's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
Already inside. I already told your buddies, a lot of violations here. 18 occupants in a single dwelling, 8 exotic animals. It's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday, all in one place. And that's a lot of NFL. NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. New users pay less.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win every week. But so much winning energy can be a lot.
That's a lot of winning energy.
Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here. Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past. Unlike me. You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
Age is just a number. I don't feel old. I'm definitely a grandmother, but I'm not a granny. Hi now.
Hello.
Well, you can hear the crowd booing while we were away. It was announced that Whit Weeks has indeed been ejected for targeting. That is a huge blow to the LSU defense. First team all-conference last year, preseason All-American, very much the leader of Blake Baker's defense. Brian Kelly said yes, but he's the guy when his teammates need to be picked up, he picks them up. When they need to be calmed down, he calms them down. Here's a quick run. Jaden Baugh ahead for three, and here's a look at the targeting, and I think they got this right, Greg.
They did. Crown of the helmet to the face mask is an indicator. As soon as he drops his head right there and initiates contact with the top of that helmet, it's an obvious call and just a massive loss for this LSU defense.
He was number 2 in the conference, 9th in the country in tackles. Terrific player, an emotional leader, and out for the rest of the game. Devon Keys is taking his place, a sophomore who wears number 42. DJ Lagway threw it well over the head of J. Michael Sturdivant. And this was the moment ago. Brian Kelly trying to calm down Whit Weeks.
It's a good job by his coach. And Whit Weeks is still allowed to be on the sideline. That's a new change, so his influence can still be felt. But the presence on the field, massive void in the middle of the defense.
Third down and 8, they're in field goal range. Lagway in his first SEC road start, dealing with the environment. Running out of time, he throws it away. Mansour Delon was coming on a corner blitz, and Lagway saw him at the last minute and got rid of it.
And they just bring pressure right up the middle of the defense. You're going to see some movement. They know they're going to try to knock Florida out of field goal range by bringing pressure around the 30-yard line. Lagway does a good job recognizing it as the lane was unblocked, ditching the throw and still allowing for the field goal attempt.
So here's Trey Smack. They got off to a rough start this season. Went 2 for 5 in the opener against LIU, a blowout win, but he made all 3 last week against South Florida. Plenty of leg. And that one would have been good from Shreveport. 45-yard field goal. And a good start for Billy Napier, DJ Lagway, and the Florida Gators on the road on Saturday night.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
All the fluffy, flavorful goodness. All the best value. For all your folks, every day, all starting at $7.99. Only at Cracker Barrel.
When life calls for a little peanut butter M&Ms.
I want to take your banana pudding, you take my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank, that's your ally.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go. We got it.
Yes! Go, 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 go! Yes!
My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commish, when life insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills?
The commissioner has spoken.
I love that talk.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with
An official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Y'all can ask about it at work.
Capital One cardholders can redeem their credit card rewards for tickets to exclusive events and experiences on Capital One Entertainment. Scan the code to learn more. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
The Florida arrived here in Baton Rouge off a tough home loss last week. They had won 5 in a row back to last season. They felt like they were heading in the right direction. Maybe it was just temporary derailed because this is a very good start for Billy Napier and his team.
Excellent start. And the big thing is getting their quarterback feeling comfortable again. And you see a couple early completions from DJ Lagway, get him settled down. Then a really good decision by him on the throwaway to preserve the opportunity to kick the field goal. So a nice start on both sides of the ball for the Gators.
Billy Napier in his 4th year, just 20-20 as head coach of the Gators. That loss has heated up his seats. They won 4 in a row to end last season to send them into this year. Here's Molly McGrath after the touchback.
Well, Sean, things got emotional early in this rivalry game. Players from both teams involved in a pregame scuffle because Florida players and staff felt that LSU players were encroaching in their warm-up space. Afterward, Gators players walked over to the end zone in front of LSU players and fans. Another altercation ensued when Tigers quarterback Garrett Nussmeier trying to break it up, urging teammates to get into the locker room where he gave a speech saying, "This is what they want. Do not let them knock us off our focus." And you know they are reiterating that after that targeting call in weeks.
There was a flag thrown.
The play clock is now running. Please reset the play clock to 25. We will start on my whistle.
Flag was thrown during that warm-up just to help break up the skirmishes and the officials before the game and the coaches that there'll be very little tolerance for any of that kind of stuff once the game begins. So second possession for LSU after 3 and out. Nussmeier swings it out wide to Aaron Anderson, the leading receiver from a year ago, and he is again so far this year, his 15th catch of the year. Russ Thornton was there for the Gator defense.
This is an excellent wide receiver core to the point where Joe Sloan says it's kind of like an embarrassment of riches. Anderson's so good in the slot, but with the additions from the portal of Barryon Brown and Nick Anderson, they really feel like they have 6 deep at the position.
They're a good downfield throwing team last year. They haven't had that as part of their offense so far. Caden Durham, a sophomore, leading freshman rusher of the SEC last year. He came up a yard short of the first down with Sharif Denson there for a Florida defense that has now held its opponents without points on the opening possession in 11 straight games.
Florida feels great about their matchup up front. LSU, like you referenced earlier, Sean, breaking in a lot of new pieces along the offensive line. They do get their center, Braylon Moore, back, which is massive. They think they can hold up in the run game, which is a point of emphasis for LSU.
Durham in the pistol, dragged down to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. George Gums Jr., their rush end, made the stop. And it's 4th down and less than a yard. And the punt team's coming on again.
And a great job, too, by Miles Graham, running right between the right tackle and the right guard, hitting it and timing it perfectly, forcing the back out to where Gums was awaiting, and a big stop on 3rd down.
The crowd booed when the punt team came on. Last year, LSU went to Gainesville and lost in upset fashion. They went for a 4th and 1 in their opening possession. Midfield, and got stuffed. And I think Brian Kelly, the fair catch is made after a 45-yard punt, has some concerns about that offensive line matching up against that salty defensive line of Florida.
And with the addition of Caleb Banks in the interior, he believes that that's a guy there that can really take over the game. He had a phenomenal game last year against LSU. So that matchup between Florida's defensive line and LSU's offensive line might determine the outcome of this game.
There's Banks, who missed the first 2 games of this season due to injury. They think he's one of the best defensive tackles in the country. He was a disruptor in that upset win against the Tigers last year in Gainesville. They followed up with another upset win against Ole Miss to start that 4-game winning streak. They finished at 8-5, but reeling a bit after the loss last week. Billy Napier said they practiced well. Perkins tried to come on a blitz. They picked him up. The receiver got knocked down, and there is a flag. There are a couple of flags in the secondary. Tamarcus Cooley had the coverage on Eugene Wilson III.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0. Called to place a spot on foul. Automatic. First down.
Good call by the official as Cooley's right there, and as Wilson tries to break on the corner, he grabs him, throws him to the ground. An easy decision there by the official to throw the flag.
With weeks watching, easy for me to say, for the rest of the night, the Florida Gators trying to take advantage. DJ Lagway missed all of spring practice from a throwing perspective with a shoulder injury. Had a core issue, has had an ankle issue. He says he's fully healthy, but he's really had just 4 weeks of practice. Still shedding some rust and trying to get into a rhythm with some new receivers. Jaden Baugh goes out in the pass pattern. They covered him, so Lagway takes off running and gets to the 36 for a 7-yard gain. Stopped by Devon Keys, in for Whit Weeks.
And Lagway's legs are going to be very important in this game. He's not a ridiculously great runner, but he's big and physical. But with the aggressiveness of LSU's defensive front, his legs can keep them on. If they overrush the quarterback, he can take off and make him pay.
He's a handful, 6'3". He told us last night he weighs about 235 pounds. They fake the jet sweep, and it's Jaden Baugh with a first down to the 40-yard line. He's a sophomore. And Brian Kelly said yesterday he thinks he might be the most underrated back in the Southeastern Conference. They think he's one of the best.
He's outstanding. Averages 5 yards per carry after contact. He's a load.
They want to get him more involved in the passing game tonight. He hasn't had a catch this year. But he's capable, and they think they can get him matched up on some linebackers. Here comes a corner blitz. They do swing it out to Jaden Baugh. Outside he goes across midfield with a Florida first down to the Tiger 43. Mansour Delane pushed him out.
And just a perfect call, too, because you see the pressure, so what do? Just run a little screen right around it. Throw screens into pressure, and good things happen. You get an offensive lineman out in front and plenty of space for Bob.
17-yard gain, his first catch of the season, just the 5th of his career. Florida on the verge of field goal range at the very least again, leading 3-0. More than 7 minutes gone by.
Got to be ready to take a shot here at some point.
Timeout, Florida.
First yard timeout. Florida. Media.
You're watching SEC All Day, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right. Buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
We know tradition. It's what inspires us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels for our masa, crafted for that perfect crunch in every bite, with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken Ozempic.
As touring musicians, my type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I lowered my A1C, and I saw noticeable weight loss. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
Big time savings are going on now at Mavis Tire.
It's time to save big with Mavis Tire.
Get your big time savings started early with Mavis Tire.
Get premium service without the premium price.
At Mavis, you can always trust our experts for honest service. Depend on us to keep you driving.
Dependable people.
Dependable people. Dependable people depend on Mavis. Depend on Mavis.
Depend on Mavis.
The Jimenez family are having battery issues, but an AutoZoner helps them find the right Duralast battery. Don't miss the end of summer sale with great deals and rewards. Now until September 22nd.
So, you do tricks? No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will compare auto insurance rates for you in minutes.
Yep, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow, smart. Yeah, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Get insurance at a price that works for you. Go to nerdwallet.com.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Tuesday.
The Taco Bell Live Mas student section here at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Only one student section can claim the Live Mas student section of the year. Who will take home the trophy? This bunch always has to be in the conversation. Florida leading 3-0. First and 10. Gators at the LSU 43. Good start for DJ Langway. 3 out of 5 for 32 yards. Jaden Bond running left. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Took a lot to wrestle him to the sideline. Led by DeLon and West Weeks, the brother of Whit Weeks, who will not be playing alongside his younger brother the rest of this one.
Holding. Offense. Number 89. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Aiden Hanson, the big tight end, wipes out a 7-yard gain.
He's on the end of the line of scrimmage and just engages a little too long with Jack Pyburn, former Florida Gator, as ball breaks to the outside.
An emotional night for Pyburn. 29 games at Florida. And from Jacksonville, transferred here to LSU, playing against his former team. I'm told he's from a family of Gators as well. So a big penalty. That was a big problem last week in the loss to the USF Bulls. They committed 11 penalties for 103 yards. Here comes an LSU blitz. Here comes Bond, the passing game again. And again, a tough run after the catch. Extra yards to the 44-yard line, where finally West Weeks got him down.
The big key for Billy Napier calling the plays against Blake Baker's defense is how do you attack the aggressiveness? How do you take advantage of how often they're going to blitz and pressure? So far, screens and quarterback run game have been very helpful for the Gators offense.
8-yard gain, 14 of them after the catch, which is behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the jet sweep. And Vernell Brown III knocked out of bounds by West Weeks. Third generation Gators, dad and grandfather both played for Florida. Well, third and long, Florida loves to utilize bunch formations with several guys right on top of each other, make it very difficult for the opposing defense to pass it off. On 3rd and 10. Good pocket and an interception. Picked off inside the 30-yard line by Deshaun Spears.
And a great job by the defender, rotating and looking and using his eyes. Watch him engage with the receiver initially, and then as soon as the ball goes in the air, he looks backwards. It's a bad throw by Liveway. That ball's got to be deeper. That ball's got to be to the outside. Kind of underthrows it and misses inside and allows the defender to cut underneath it and make a play. That's a great turn for LSU's defense.
First career interception for Spears. He's a sophomore. Here comes a blitz. Nussmeier got it off, but over the head of Aaron Anderson, with the blitz coming from his backside. Second interception, just the second takeaway for the LSU defense in 2+ games now.
Pressure off the left-hand side, corner blitz. Great job by Durham, the running back, saving a life, getting just enough of Johnson before he takes out Nussmeier.
Nussmeier just 1 for 4 out of the gate, out of the pistol. Caden Durham cut back, trying to find some running room. A good penetration by Jeremiah McLeod, a backup, part of that deep and talented defensive front.
On 3rd and longs, LSU loves to work the middle of the field. They're going to try to get this outside receiver and get him breaking across the middle. So watch for a route like this and see if Florida's prepared for it.
Jawan Johnson comes in as the 3rd down running back here. Nussmeier, that looked like it was tipped to the line of scrimmage, thrown in the direction of Power Sharp. Cameron James got a hand on it, the junior from Orlando. And this LSU offense that has sputtered through the first 2 games is off to a rough start tonight. 3 straight 3-and-outs.
And this is a great job of cat and mouse. Florida shows blitz. Nussmeier decides to go in, adjust to a max protection, brings his tight end Bauer Sharp in, and then Florida bluffs the blitz, gets out underneath it, and plays coverage. Great job of adjusting.
Chadwick on for the 3rd time. This is another bomb. Renell Brown, the 3rd, caught it near the 5, and they're right there to take him down at the 6. P.J. Woodland, the starting cornerback down there on punt coverage. 58-yard boot and a 3-yard return.
A big mistake by the freshman Brown, fielding the ball inside the 10-yard line. Probably just lost track of where he was. So that ball hits on the ground. It's going in the end zone for a touchback, but tremendous pursuit by LSU's punt team.
Florida from its own 6. 2 tight ends on the field. More pressure from the Gators. Baugh trying to run through it. They twisted ahead for a couple.
Well, Lagway's been a little up and down. The thing that's kind of held back this Florida offense has been the inconsistencies along the offensive line. That's a group with a ton of veterans, guys that have played a ton of football, and they've been up and down. They have to be better in the run game tonight.
Their standouts are the center, Jake Slaughter, and the left tackle, Austin Barber. They've been trying to find the right player at right tackle. Caden Jones started tonight for the first time. He'll split time with Bryce Lovett, who was the starter. Tony Livingston, one of those tight ends, taken down to the open field by Tamarcus Cooley. It's a 5-yard pickup and a 3rd down and 3 for Florida.
Big down right here for LSU's defense. Florida's had some success moving the ball. They forced the turnover a moment ago, and now to get the ball back to their offensive great field position could be huge.
Lagway flushed. Throws on the run. He has a wide open receiver. Jaden Baugh. They will not catch him. Touchdown Gators. There is a flag back at the 5-yard line. were the killer last week, and this one really hurts Billy Napier and the Gators. They got a busted coverage. They're certainly getting ball involved in the passing game tonight, as they said they would, but this one comes all the way back.
And it's on 77 Harris, and as soon as Lagway breaks the pocket, just holds on too long, that left hand grabbing the jersey of Guillory. It's the correct call, but what a killer for this Florida offense.
Najee Harris, the left guard, wipes out an 87-yard touchdown. Jacoby Jackson in, and running back on 3rd down and 9. And he has nowhere to go. What a turn of events. West Weeks leading the defense, a loss of 1. And the Gators will punt out of their own end zone. Tommy Doman, the new punter, transfer from Michigan. And it should be good field position for LSU. The danger, Xavier Thomas back deep at midfield. Wobbly nose-up kick. And LSU will start at the Florida 44 after a 38-yard punt. This is more of the same. Last week, first quarter in the game against USF, they had 2 touchdowns called back. That was in the second quarter. Jacoby Jackson negated by a holding penalty. Tony Livingston brought back by offensive pass interference. A call, quite frankly, looking at the tape, was very hard to find. Billy Napier did talk to the conference. He said there were some calls we didn't like, but we did enough things wrong ourselves. We're not going to pin the blame on anybody else.
The nightmare continues for Billy Napier, and just timely penalties that just crush momentum.
Well, the first time LSU's been across midfield, they have the highly touted freshman Harlem Berry and a running back. That pass out wide goes through the hands of Aaron Anderson. Is incomplete, and now some pushing and shoving after the play. Dijon Johnson separated.
Early in this game, just 12 minutes in or so, but this offense kind of looking a little bit like it did last week against Louisiana Tech. Just not sharp, not a lot of rhythm. Don't see great body language from the guys. I mean, they need to do some tempo. They need to do something to jolt some energy into this offensive unit for LSU.
Nussmeier now